I remember that day one of my very good friend, he called me and he said, Praveen, I got an invite from a very big college. They have invited me and I will be speaking in front of around 400 to 500 students. I said, wow, congratulations. And he said something which really surprised me. He said, Praveen, can you help me with the topic? It took me time to understand this question. Let me use this example to put things in perspective now. Do you remember in school, imagine for a moment that you are in that 7th or 8th, something in these kind of grades, and we all are waiting for a teacher. We are sitting in the class, and imagine for a moment that the class is a geography class and we are waiting for the geography teacher, and suddenly instead of geography teacher you see a history teacher. And history teacher comes and she says that today geography teacher is absent, so I will take the geography class. And we say, okay. Now that is teaching. Teacher can teach. A teacher can take content from anywhere, developed by anyone else, and can teach. But when you go as a speaker, you don't go as a teacher. And I'm telling you that students, especially if you have ESL events or entrepreneurship events or some youth summit, students are not looking for teachers. They don't want someone to come on the stage and tell something which is not their own content. They don't want people to come on the stage and share something which is viral or available on internet. They have more time than us and more resources than us to access all that content. What I have learned, what is my perspective on this? Youth is looking for perspectives. So when you go on the stage, you have spent more years on this earth compared to those students. So maybe in those 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, whatever years you have spent, maybe in corporate world, maybe in business, you have developed some perspective, and few of these perspectives are unique. For example, I talk a lot on failures because I have failed so many times in my life, not only in education, even in business. I love to fail because my perspective is that if life is a game, there is no game in this world where you only win. If you are failing, it means you are doing something which is beyond your capacity. Of course, after failure, you can't give up. So I talk a lot about failure management and importance of failure and what to do after failure. But that is my perspective. Maybe someone else's perspective is something different. So if you're addressing youth, it's what they're actually looking for is little different perspective, and what are the stories which can support these perspectives. Not necessarily every time personal stories. Maybe they are observed stories, or they are some published stories, but some stories which are supporting that perspective. I think youth is more interested in that. So my tip to you is this: if you are getting opportunity to address youth, try to share that one unique perspective which is developed by you, which is a little different, unique, little contrary to commonly accepted belief, and find few stories to support that perspective. I'm very sure that will be very useful for the youth. Hope you have liked this tip. This is Prem Wadalkar signing out. Until we meet again with a new tip.